Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a Mazda 6. This is the 2.2 150 PS SE-L Nav Automatic. This is the saloon 4-door version with a great big huge boot, automatic, presented in machine grey, which is a very handsome colour. Obviously that's a personal preference, with the black cloth interior. Now, as I take you around the car, I want to give you a bit of background on the car. I'd love to say that we supplied this new and we knew the previous owner, etc, etc, but no, this is one that we've bought from outside the company, outside our database. We're just running out of cars, so we buy from all around the country. This car is a two-owner car. I believe the first owner was the garage, and this has got a full service history. Perry's Mazda, last serviced it I think in March this year. Okay, so it's got good service history, good ownership, and I've got my suspicions this was probably a demonstrator, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Now, hopefully you can see the condition of the car is very, very nice. In fact, I can't see anything very obvious that would need doing. I've taken it down to the car hand wash. The car wash, the hand car wash, just down the road here, because our valet is too busy and I wanted to get this advertised for the weekend. So he's given it a quick clean. It can do with a valet, you know, a few hours spent on it, which will be done. Doesn't need to go through the workshop. It's already been prepared at our workshop at Byfleet. But hopefully, yeah, you can see from the still pictures, I did quite a few of them, and from this video, this is a very nice example. Let's show you the inside. Now, something that's very impressive on these cars, you've got a good opening, okay, and you've got these deep back seats there. So this is an ideal family car, dare I say it, taxi. I don't like to put it in the same category as like a Prius or anything like that, because I think these are a lot better, but loads of room in the back. I always drove a Mazda 6 as a company car when I was in the company car scheme. I think they're the best car in our range. Now, back to when I said I think this was a demonstrator. Sorry, these are the mats. So it has the original mats in the car, but you've got a boot liner as well. Now, a boot liner is a good sign of ownership. So it's either had a very careful owner, or the car was, you know, the dealer car, and we put a few accessories on the car. But a boot liner I always find is a good sign of ownership, and often you get a car with a boot liner, the condition of the car is normally pretty good. Same goes for things like mud flaps. Not always the case, of course. Now, before I take you in the car, you may be wondering what Sky Active means. Now, that's Mazda's slogan. It's a bit like, I think BMW, Mercedes have Blue Efficiency, Volkswagen have Blue Motion. These are the low emission, economical, fuel efficient cars. So it means the engines are as efficient as possible without compromising performance. Gearboxes, the car's light without compromising, you know, the structure of the car and the safety of the car. So to give you an idea, if you were to buy a manual one of these, the road tax would have been £20 because the CO2 was so low. And also, to save you looking it up, this car is a Euro 6 car, so don't worry about those ULEZ charges or that ULEZ charge that's coming in, because we're very close to it now, the ultra low emission zone, which comes up to, I think, Elton Way, the South Circular. This car is exempt from all that. It's a very clean diesel. Okay, I should show you in the boot, but I did forget to show you. It's huge, and it's also got a 60-40 split. You just pull these levers here and the backs go down. You've got privacy glass in the back here. You've got cloth interior, height adjustable seats on both sides. Now, if you are looking at these cars, please don't mistake this for the earlier cars, the pre-facelifted cars, which wouldn't have had a height adjustable passenger seat. They would have the manual handbrake, or the keep you fit handbrake. This has got the finger brake. This has got the more modern sat nav. It's just a nicer interior. Nothing wrong with the older ones, but this was just, they finished off what was already a very good car. So let me shut the door. Oh, actually, before we do that, just show you this panel here. Car's got traction control, DSC, So like a stability program, it'll help you stop in a straight line on a slippery road, prevent you from wheel spinning, okay, if you're a little bit overzealous on the accelerator on a slippery road. You've got tyre pressure monitoring, which will flag up on the dash if your tyre pressure is full 4 psi or more. And you've got an intelligent engine stop start. So intelligent, i.e. when you stop, it won't switch itself off if the car's, you know, got the air conditioning on, the battery's not fully charged, the engine's not warmed up. So it is an intelligent system. It won't always engage. Okay, now let me start the car up. We've got 2 keys. They're like this. You've got, this is what I like about a saloon car. You've got boot release. Okay, so the boot will pop open. Unlock and lock, and once you've locked the car, if you want to turn off the alarm inside the vehicle, so if you've left a pet or a person in the car, I don't know, you've gone to pay for fuel, press that, it'll stop the alarm going off. So foot on the brake, this lights up green, she fires into life. It's a very quiet diesel engine. Something I want to point out as well, the Sky Active cars, this is a low compression diesel engine, so it revs more like a petrol car. The power delivery, you do get that thump in the back, but it is more linear than traditional diesels, and they rev higher. That's something that Mazda did, which I thought was rather impressive. The mileage is 45,851 miles, okay, which is really good miles. I'll be honest, if I had a diesel car of this age with lower mileage than that, I'd probably think, ooh, you know, because they do like to be run. They are, you know, they are designed for that. So I think that's really ideal sort of mileage. Oh, I want to share this with you actually. On an average speed of 32 miles an hour, this car has averaged. Oh, have I reset this? Oh no, I've reset this by accident. I was looking at it earlier, but I must have reset it by accident. Yes, I have. It was getting about 46 mpg, which is great because that's not like long runs and whatnot. It's a very sort of low average speed. On a long run, you'll get well into the 50s. I have driven one of these across Europe for 1,000 miles. It was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Okay, so you've got automatic wipers, automatic lights. You've got cruise control. You've got your trip computer, which I've just sort of showed you. I can't believe I did that, because I reset this trip. I do apologise. I like to put zeros here. Volume controls here. You've got up and down, in and out on your steering column. This is the Mazda MZD Connect, which incorporates your telephone via the Bluetooth. Okay, music, and it's got DAB radio, which is great. My dad picked this up earlier. It's typical of him. He's always listening to LBC. I must say, I do myself. And the great thing is, with DAB, you can listen to LBC radio all around the country. Whereas on the FM channel, it'll just be sort of around London, probably within the M25 or a little bit further. So DAB, excellent feature. I never thought DAB would take on, but it certainly has. And I know a lot of FM channels are turning themselves off and going straight over to DAB. You can also use your Bluetooth, USBs for data. USBs are in here, 2 USBs. That there is your SD card for your sat nav. You know, you can put music on a memory stick. You can upgrade this system to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so it comes as a pair. So if you switch phones, it doesn't matter. So you'll get here CarPlay, Android Auto. It's also got warning guidance, low fuel, because the car has low fuel. Yeah, you'd get CarPlay, so you can mirror your phone and take advantage of, you know, Waze and Google Maps and Spotify, etc. So really neat that. I started using that the other day. I was a little bit late on the uptake of this new technology, but I thought I'd immerse myself, and yeah, what a fantastic feature. So you can upgrade this car for about £350. If it's something you want, just please inquire. We'll do the best deal we can for you. So music we covered, communication, so we covered that. Once you've paired up, you'll get your call lists, you know, phone book, etc. It will also read your text messages should you have an Android phone. Sat nav, it's got a very comprehensive system. Find address, just to catch you out, you have to go to town, and then you put your postcode in. When I first used this system, I was like, where do I put the postcode in? Just think town. Put your postcode in and off you go. Whilst you're on, you're hurtling along, and you want to find, I don't know, in my case here, I want to find a, well, obviously I know where the petrol stations are, but if I just pick this car up and I wasn't familiar with the area, I look for petrol stations around here, and all the petrol stations will come up, and the companies. Now, for example, we've got a BP fuel card, so I'd be going straight to that BP, which is that direction, and it's a mile away. You can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot off your phone, so the car will be connected to the internet. When you do that, you'll also get the fuel prices, you get live traffic updates, weather forecasts, etc., etc. So really comprehensive, and doesn't use a minuscule amount of data. Now it's sort of 11 minutes into the video. I don't want to bore you, so I'll speed up a little bit. Settings here, you've got display settings. You can turn that off if you know that's irritating you. Safety settings, you've got smart city brake support, so you've got camera up there. If you get too close to the car, object, person in front, or a low wall, in fact, if there's no driver input, you're not accelerating, braking, turning, the car will think you're not intentionally doing what you're not doing that, and it will apply the brakes. This only happens under 20 miles an hour, and even if it's something that you never need to use, or the car never needs to use, it will lower your insurance premium, what it should do, because the insurance group's lower on cars that are equipped with smart city braking, because most accidents do happen at such low speeds. And then you can turn your parking sensors off. When you do engage the parking sensors, it also will tell you, where the object's coming from, what direction, etc. I actually prefer that to a camera, believe it or not. I think the cameras, maybe you look too much at the cameras rather than your wing mirrors or listening to the bleeps. I don't know, whatever's good for yourself. But if it's a camera that you do want, it's literally an accessory plug and play. So the camera fits on the back, and then it is integrated into this system here. Sounds, you can change your sound settings there. Clock is GPS synced, so you never have to learn to change the clock. I always used to get stuck with that. Vehicle settings, rain sensing wipers, door locks, so you can program the doors to lock after 30 seconds once you've unlocked the car, if you haven't got into it. Turn, 3 flash indicator volume, lighting, coming home light, leaving home light. So look, coming home light, the car lights will stay on for 120 seconds. Once you've locked the car, you can change that or turn it off completely. So yeah, all these convenient settings there, devices, your Bluetooth, your Wi-Fi, system, language, etc. So all really great stuff. Any questions, give us a shout. If there's any more specific videos or photos, give us a shout. The car will come with 12-month Mazda warranty with roadside assistance and 12 months MOT insurance. So if your car was to fail its next MOT, there shall be various things that will be covered, so really worth having. Roadside assistance as well, and it also covers you in Europe. We've got fantastic finance facilities. Please inquire, and inquire any time of day. We do appreciate that you are often looking, certainly myself, at cars or bits and pieces outside normal working hours. And we don't all work 9 to 5s, so do try us, even try calling us, leave a message. We do tend to pick them up. So yes, and also I just want to say, part exchange, if you don't have a Mazda, don't worry, you'll be surprised what we can offer. We do often retail non-Mazda cars, so do your research, we buy any car, etc, etc, but please come to us and we'll do the best we can for you. So thank you very much for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Bye bye.